Hey guys, and welcome back to Power and Revolution 2019 edition. And I hate to say it, guys, but this is it. This is the final episode. Episode 41, I think. We've had 40 good long episodes, but something has happened in this game now that has pretty much rendered most of it unplayable. No matter what I do at this point, I've tested, I've gone ahead, as you can see the date, I've been testing for a while. Everything aside from the military aspect of the game is now basically uncontrollable by me. And seeing as it takes so long for anything to happen militarily, that's not the best situation to be in. And I'll say exactly what happened, and we'll go over basically what we've accomplished this playthrough. But as you see, my growth is even lower than it was last time. My GDP is at the lowest point it's been in several episodes. But my inflation is higher than you might remember it, even though my unemployment is also at its highest. Now, if you know anything about economics, you know as economic growth goes up, inflation goes up with it. Typically, when it goes down, inflation goes down. Unemployment goes up when those two things go down, typically, and it goes down when they go up. And GDP, which is generated by your growth, goes down when this does as well. But if inflation is going up, unless there's some external factors, which there are none, GDP should be trailing the same direction as inflation. And here's what I noticed. We take a look at the growth forecast, and you'll see it just randomly, it spiked downwards, plummeted, pitfalled, and it's still going down. And I don't think I can tell you how much I've done to increase the economy during this time. And I'll show you. For example, I've purchased another, 1,000 or more tanks. I've purchased over 1,000 helicopters, over 2,000 planes. I've purchased 10 more fighters and cruisers. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. And I was already doing stuff. A tax was gotten rid of. But as you can see, in the same time, inflation has gone up. And where's the unemployment? It'll be under work. It'll be under work. Unemployment, as you see, spiking. Even though growth is going, because growth is going down, but even though inflation is going up, and even though the economy is getting stimulated. Now, I don't know why this happened, and it doesn't look like it's going away. But what this essentially means is I cannot do anything good for the economy without destroying my growth and unemployment rates and raising the inflation. I cannot do it. And if I try to destroy my economy, growth and unemployment is going to come back and inflation is going to go down, but that might have adverse effects on other things, such as purchasing power. And if we take a look, the poverty line has already been going up because of the growth problem, and there's no guarantee that any increase to the growth with this other combination of bugs, as I try to destroy the economy and take away all the purchasing power, isn't just going to result in the same thing. In fact, in none of my testing have I seen anything like that. As a result, the economic portion of the game is now completely unplayable. And at the moment, economy, happiness, and fucking military was all we were doing. And now that economy is, I have to, in essence, destroy the economy to make people happy. But I don't even know how the happiness is going to react to anything I do with the economy now that it's completely inversed from the way it's supposed to work. This playthrough has been rendered technically not necessarily playable for very much longer. So, rather than waste more time, we've been seeing massive bugs for a while. I think I'm going to call this playthrough here. We've accomplished quite a lot, though. We've taken Venezuela, we've taken Guyana, we've taken Suriname, Paraguay, Uruguay. We've become. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at all the stuff we've accomplished and see what this 40 episode journey was like. We ended off in the World Trade Organization, even though we've been kicked out many times. Let's see. Population. We have 275 million people. We've gained 70 million people, maintained our ranking, and almost caught up to Indonesia in a matter of 4 years. Damn, 4 years and the game broke. That's sad. Life expectancy. This is a big one. We were number 68 with a life expectancy of 75. 4 years later, we are number 2, only beat out by Lithuania with a life expectancy of 87 and a half. That is insane. That's an insane accomplishment. Income equality is all fucked due to the stats right now, but calories per day, I've never looked at this. Doesn't look like it's changed at all. But all in all, we've done pretty well. A lot of our economic stats are fucked, but things I can tell you that we accomplished before this bug is that we became one of the largest economies in the world. Really, our economy grew a lot. We became completely self-sufficient in almost every area, pretty much, and became more and more of an exporter in the world, even as and this shouldn't have changed too much, our exchange rate with the dollar and the euro has been skyrocketing. Our dollar has been becoming worth more and more and more. Military power-wise, we started out and ended pretty close in ranking, but near a 50% increase to our ending military power. We've almost caught up to India, which is a huge thing. So we've become very, very strong. The human rights are completely bugged. We had a very good unemployment for a while until some of the other bugs started. Equipment and communication. Now, we improved on this quite a bit. You'll see our internet users in the millions. It's 100%. It was not 100% at the start, but now it's 100%. Here we go. Here's percentage. 69.5% to 100%. We are the only country that has 100% of our users on the internet, despite my shoddy infrastructure, which is impressive. I don't know how that works, but that's pretty nice. Let's take a look at education. I know our patents have gone up. Cultures, I know, has definitely gone up. FIFA ranking hasn't changed. Winter Olympics, I don't even know how this ranking works. And the environment, I know we've done well for the environment despite our massive growth. Our environment, we haven't really harmed the environment or anything. We've completely changed Brazil basically into this never-ending dictatorship. At some point, we became a one-party system as I got rid of all the parties. Whoops. But our head of state is appointed for life. Currently, the one party has control, even though I've gotten it to this before. We've banned associations. Unions are limited and monitored. We have some of the best sports teams and culture funding and events in the world. Our space research has taken off like crazy. We were just finishing funding this. This one was about to get done. As you see, I accepted Russia and then Pakistan. And we've had so many things in the works as it is. Our police force is better. Pretty much no matter where you look, Brazil has been improved a crazy amount. I was hoping we'd get further territorially expansion-wise, but all the bugs we ran into really just made that really, really difficult in the long run. But we did get some pretty good expansion here, and Venezuela was definitely our best catch. And you know, if the playthrough still had the chance to continue without having to drive, without having pretty much no control over the economy of Brazil, that we would end up taking over at least all of South and Central America. About the rest of North America, though, I'm not sure how that would have gone. The USA would have been the biggest threat. I don't know how it would have gone, but considering I have, like so much stuff being made, I think by like a decade from now, we could have taken them. I think by the time we got up here, we could have taken them in a one-on-one fight without any commando sniping or anything like that. We started an organization that didn't really go anywhere. We were accepted into OSED, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. So that was nice. That's something we didn't have before. And yeah, that's pretty much it right there. It's unfortunate that the playthrough had to end because of a bug. It was inevitable. Once we saw the bug starting to explode, it was inevitable that it would end by bugs. It was just a matter of when. I thought it would end earlier once I saw them starting to prop up, and I was hoping from the beginning that it would end later. But 40 strong episodes plus this outro episode, and it's been a good playthrough. Now, despite the bugginess, I am not going to stop playing this game. I'm going to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to start posting, if I haven't already by the time this publishes, a new Supreme Ruler series where me and Dema play as Soviet Union and China and try to unify the world under the Warsaw Pact. That one ends up kind of buggy as well, but it's already completely pre-recorded, and it's going to be publishing at least 30 episodes, and it has a lot of action in it. I also picked up 4th Generation Warfare and a bunch of other strategy games that I will be making videos on in the future. But if you enjoyed this playthrough, this series, this game, and you would like to see another game, I've already had certain countries suggested to me. People have suggested I play things like North Korea, Serbia, fucking Burundi, Rwanda, like all these random ass places. If you'd like to see a country played, let me know. The things I was personally looking at could be anything between USA, UK, Germany, maybe Russia or China, maybe Japan, one of the Koreas. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll figure it out. But for now, guys, this is the end of a journey. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you somewhere else. Bye-bye.